So competitors on the line now for the 2,000 metre steeple. We'll just go through the field again, introducing the field. In Station 1 we have from Mentone, Nikolai Georgievic. Station 2 from Geelong Guild, Jack Coltish. Station 3 from Mornington Peninsula, Joshua Yates. Station 4 from Old Scotch, Sebastian Brasington. Station 5 from Wendouree is Brendan Patterson. From Diamond Valley, Aidan Roberts. 7 is Matthew Caddison from Wendouree, and 8 is Harry Sharp. So automatically it is Harry Sharp and Roberts and Caddison, our top 3. Then we have got Georgievic, as we'd expect him to be featuring in this event, and also the Mornington Peninsula runner there, Joshua Yates. A lot of good things happening in Mornington Peninsula as well. It's interesting to watch the ebbs and flows of the club, but Mornington Peninsula definitely a club on the rise at the moment, Glenn.
Yeah, Tim, sorry, a little puff. Just had to do a bit of emergency repair over at the 1,500 metre mark. Thanks to MSAC and Lucy for getting us back underway. So we're just a tad behind, but early stages in this 2,000 metre steeple.
And I'd say it's status quo as we set off here. Now the interest will be whether Sharp decides to go for a time. Roberts is tucked in nicely behind him. I'd say at the moment, no, they're not necessarily going for a big time, but it's off to a decent start as we see Coltish and Brasington a little bit off the pack early, but as I said, Jack Coltish is a big, strong lad, and he'll certainly have that last kilometre in him.
One thing I have noticed is that the wind has picked up, so it is swirling around here, predominantly coming from the north, so not fun heading down from about the 150 mark at the water jump down the home straight. Tim, it's a little on the breezy side.
Certainly is, but we've got talent in this race, and I expect that talent to really come to the fore. And it's in these conditions that you do see the best really rise, and Harry Sharp is one of those. We've been calling his name for quite a few years here at these Victorian Championships, Glenn, and he is one quality athlete.
Yeah, that's right. 6:11.14, I'm sure you mentioned that, was his winning time over the 2,000 metre distance in the Under-17 Championship last year. Different tactical race from the Under-20s, so someone actually wants to go out and lead, which is always a big bonus as far as I'm concerned. When they start playing for who's going to lead, it just makes it really tough because you expend more energy worrying about who's taking the lead, and it can affect the back half of your race.
Now Roberts has got good leg speed over the 8s and 15s and through to the 5K. He's been one of the standout performers coming through the junior ranks. Probably didn't have the best of races of the Victorian Mile Championship, but I think Aidan Roberts is going to come through today and will definitely be a factor in between those two Wendouree boys. So Caddison, as I said, haven't seen much of him lately, and I would be surprised if he's got the toe of the likes of Roberts today, but we will see how that plays out over the next few laps. Now it's a bit of a gap to Georgievic and also the Peninsula runner there in Yates.
Yeah, Sharp's looking really comfortable. He's actually taking the headwind, he's taking the gusts, he's also setting his pace. Love the fact his shoulders are nice and low, his head's in a great position. You know, even after he steeples, he's getting, you know, great elevation as we see him come into the water jump. Nice extension. Gets as far as he possibly can.
Yeah, he's probably slightly, technically a little bit better than Roberts through the water, which, you know, that laying into the last few laps can become very important, but potentially Roberts might have the greater leg speed between the barriers. So interesting to also watch them over the standard barriers, because we have got a few different styles. You'll have the hurdle, you'll have what we call the soft step, and you'll also have the push-off step. The two out front are hurdlers. Let's watch them over this next one. Yeah, both are hurdling over, and I think Caddison might be a stepper. Yep. And then Georgievic goes to the hurdle as well.
Roberts is in a good position. He's actually had cover right underneath Harry.
And we've seen on that last lap too a big gap then to third, so I wouldn't be surprised if Roberts makes a move at some stage, because Sharp does have good closing speed. It's going to be interesting to see the tactics here, whether Roberts makes a move and Sharp tries to counter, or if Roberts is content to sit there for another lap and a half.
See how Harry's just starting to lean forward, just starting to get a little tired at the back half of this race, but he's still looking really strong over the steeples. So I'm looking forward to the last lap. Maybe a sprint dash perhaps, Tim, just for that gold medal. Wait and see.
What we saw there was a nice little attack on the water jump by Sharp. Roberts not too far in here. Roberts is going wide on the water as well, which isn't a bad tactic because you get a nice straight run at the water jump rather than coming around the bend at it. So Roberts looks to me like he's got the go, and I think he might be making a move. This is very interesting. And we will go down to Ross Cunningham now for a presentation.
Thanks, Tim. Presentation now for the women. Receiving the silver medal with a jump of 10 metres 44 from Ringwood Athletic Club, Vic Champs. And receiving the gold medal with a jump of 10 metres 81 from Melbourne, Sienna Farrell. Congratulations to Sienna and Gina. The presentations carried out by Victoria Haratos.
Sharp is really showing his form now, so Roberts still got a bit of work to do here, but Sharp, I think, has got this in the bag. He attacked that last water jump, beautiful clearance. Roberts still looking good, but that gap of 6 to 7 metres, I reckon that is too big to bridge in this last 100 now, and what a good run here. It's going to be just the wrong side of 6 minutes, but it is going to be an impressive performance in these conditions. Harry Sharp looking good, Glenn.
Yeah, so great effort from Harry. Led for most of the race, comes back, switches off now, heads across the line. The clock's just stopped a little prematurely.
It was the wrong side of 6, but it was still a very good performance. And we see Caddison, he'll come through for 3rd position. Djordjevic had a nice attack at him, but just couldn't get over the top. So unofficial 6.17 and 6.18 there. Then it's Yates in that next position. Coltish, strong finish here, last barrier for Jack and beautifully over, and Brasington. This is a quality field actually. They've all put in good performances. I think we might have had one DNF there too. I'm not sure what happened to Patterson. But Coltish crosses the line. Good run there from Jack. Brasington fairly new to this, and look at that. That's good form finishing across in about 6.45.